Hey friends, hope you're having a fantastic start to your day. It is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your day is going well. My day is going great. I've got a cup of coffee. I've got the thoughts and the plan for today right here on my sticky note. It's going to be an amazing day. So you made it. We made it through a whole nother week. We made it. It's Friday. That's a good thing. You're going to make it. If you don't know what to do today, all right, just get up and go. Okay, what do I got to do for the next few hours? And then do those things. And then sometimes it's more of like, okay, you just got to get up. Sometimes when you're just sitting there, you're almost paralyzed of like dread for your day. So it's like, what do you do? And it's just easy to grab your phone and scroll. Understood, but stop the scrolling. Nothing good's gonna come out of it. So you just get up and you go, okay, you know what? Just get up and start putting one foot in front of the other and keep going forward. I made my bed today. I got myself ready, picked up my room, came out to the kitchen, thought about what we're gonna do for food today, got my list, and I was like, okay, just need to start. So we're starting. So it's gonna be an amazing, wonderful day. The sun is shining. Birds are probably singing. I don't even know because the door's shut, but it's gonna be great. So you ready for a great day? All right, let's go. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is I'm trying to get the pancake mix perfected. I have bought, this was my dilemma last week, we're gonna figure this out. So if you're along for the ride, I hope you are. I bought the big giant blue package. I cut the directions off from Sam's Club. I was making the mix, I think from Aldi, pretty sure it was Aldi, and my waffles turned out firm and great. I bought this and making the same thing, adding a banana, doing a scoop of peanut butter protein, chocolate chips, and they're real floppy like a pancake. No worries, they taste the same, it's all good, but I'm like, surely we can get these a little bit like crisper and harder. So did some suggestions, was like one online said to add an egg, so I added an egg, then didn't do anything. And then you guys chimed in, a lot of you gave me some ideas, and so said less water because obviously with the banana added, it's gonna add a little bit more steam, a little more liquid's gonna steam it, so it's gonna be a little softer. So they mentioned doing sugar, adding sugar, which I wouldn't even think that. Sugar would kind of crystallize the outside edges, which you wouldn't even think that much, but it does, and then less liquid. So I'm like, okay, we can do this. So we're gonna try our best. We're gonna try our best making it. We'll see how this batch goes. So I'm adding in here, I've got 2 smashed bananas right here, and then I am gonna add an egg still. We're gonna keep that into the mix. 1 egg. We're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. A scoop of peanut butter protein. I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of sugar and 1 cup of water. I'm gonna mix this up first. All right, then we're gonna add in 2 cups of mix. What's this here? Okay, we are gonna make this half of a scooper. We're gonna see how this does. It is thicker, so which will make more sense. I was thinking in my head, add flour. We'll just add less liquid, which would make the same sense. So we'll kind of see. I just put it on the side here, it's kind of coming over. We'll see how it goes. So this will be great. What else do we have to do today? The brioche buns were so good. I have a bunch of these over here. 1, 2, 3 packages of them. So I'll probably freeze. Yeah, I'll freeze 1. Probably freeze 1. And then I'm thinking tonight, I pulled out some ground up chicken. And so I'm thinking, why don't I do chicken patties? And then I can do chicken patty sandwiches for dinner. I think that'll be a really good thing to have for then. So that'll work. And then we'll take care of that lunch. I do have bread. Somebody ate a peanut butter and jelly sandwich yesterday. Or 2 people did. So they did. I think life's gonna be one of those things like I make a bunch of it and the kids are just tired. Then it's not gonna love it, they're just tired of it. It's the same thing with like, I'll make bread, it was great, but now they're like, it's okay. And so waffles will be the next thing. So many waffles, they'll be like, waffles, you know what I mean? Okay, we'll let it cook for a few more minutes. So, great things. Okay, let me put 1 of these in my freezer and I'll keep 1 out for today. Now let's see, it smells good. Okay, those feel a lot firmer. Let's kind of see. I'll do another one. Oh yeah, It's definitely more like a waffle. Okay, so the key was the sugar. Probably the sugar, less water. Yay on that. Okay, good deal. Perfect. Let me see if my chicken is still pretty frozen. I've got it in some cold water here. Let me let that thaw out a little bit. All right, thank you to those of you that told me about that. I believe one said photo something and then Erin, and someone else told me to use the sugar and to do less liquid. And Miss Barbara said do less liquid or more mix or whatever, which would be the same thing. So yay, that's it. That's your waffle, people. Just less liquid because I'm adding the banana in there. So maybe not doing the banana would make it. This one didn't cook as long, and I can tell it's a lot more floppy. So okay, this is done. I'm gonna make a smoothie for myself. I'll say bananas, mangoes, strawberries, spinach, and coconut milk. I have to remember that thing is smaller than I think it is. I want to keep adding more and more, and I'm like, no, less and less. This is perfect. Great. That makes me feel good about the waffles. So yay on this. This will be done. I've got a smoothie for myself. Good morning. Okay, thinking about the direction of our day. The kids would probably like a smoothie. So I just filled theirs up with lots of fruit. I put strawberries in there. I had blueberries and bananas. That'll work. I don't know why I didn't use, I just realized I've got all those bananas over there and they're gonna go bad. So I'm like, why didn't I use those in there? But it's all good. It's okay. We'll freeze them anyways. I should use those for like the waffles. So I just add lactose-free milk in here. This will be for 5 kids. Good old berry smoothie, bananas, blueberries, strawberries. That's yummy. So that will be breakfast for them, smoothies and waffles. Okay, breakfast is done. Had my smoothie. Girls are awake. I'm walking outside here to bring you. We need to fill the pool up. That's something you got to do every so often. So I haven't done it in quite a while because usually you get some rain, and the moment you fill it up with water from, you have to pay for it from your house, then it usually rains, and I'm always like, no, and then we have to let some out. And so last year I did that all the time because it's supposed to rain like pretty much every day. So you wait for it, and you're like, no, and then it doesn't rain. Well, then you fill it up, and then it rains and it overflows, and you're like, oh my goodness. But it has not rained in quite some time. I don't think we're gonna have any rain. So I am going to the pool. It goes out a lot, not a lot, but it evaporates. Warm weather, that's gonna happen. So it's just checked it today. I'm like, it's really low. So I need to get my hose over there, bring it over here, and fill it up. Usually I take the little sprayer head off and just I feel like it takes less time to fill up, but that is pretty. I got a new sprayer because our sprayers break all the time. That brass one is really, really nice. So I need to be able to hear it because I will forget. There has been so many times where I'm like, because if it's in the water, you don't hear it, and then you come out and you're like, oh my goodness, the pool is way overfilled. And so, it won't actually overfill here because it'll go in the overflow, but still a lot of water, and since you're paying for it coming out, you have to pay for it. Since you're paying for that water, you want to waste it. So I'm just like, I'll go in and set a timer for probably about half hour, and it should go. It's got to go. I usually go like 1.5 tiles down. So it's down in 1, 2, 3.5 down. So it's got a little bit to go. So we'll fill that up there and call it good. Another gorgeous day outside. It's a beautiful, beautiful day. Loving fall weather. Nice, cooler day. So let's go inside. I had to put it's a Miracle Grow. I put that away. It's good.
the lizard, it's funny how lizards change to their environment. So there was one all around the house, it's all black, and I'm like, yeah, those are yucky. The ones up in the house here, these turn white. Maxine's like, did you leave me inside, Mommy? I'm gonna go in. Are you coming out? She was snoozing away in there. You sure you want to come out? She's like, maybe. Okay, I'm gonna go set myself a timer for that. Okay, these are the leftover waffles. Still got some smoothie there, so I'm gonna leave it there in case they come down and want some more. All right, my life's been busier the last few days, and I feel like I've been working later in the day, and that's okay. Just the way life works out sometimes. And so it is Friday. I have to run a child to a friend's house this afternoon, so I'd like to get done a little bit earlier. You know what I mean? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our chicken patties right now. Yes, get these on. Okay, hamburger, or chicken, not hamburger. Chicken, this is ground chicken. Someone told me that Sam's Club sells ground chicken and it's ridiculously cheap. What? I feel like when I started doing this, ground chicken was not cheap, it was expensive. So, but I looked and the price of it, I'm like, it really was, it's just pennies. It wasn't that much more. So I'm gonna be, when I have to do this food run next time, I will be buying it from there. Already ground up and I won't even have to worry about it. So what you're doing here, you make your own, we're gonna make chicken patties. So I'm gonna add in there an egg. Usually you add paprika, salt and pepper. I'm adding Old Bay because I have this and this is delicious. I forgot how delicious this was. This is salt, pepper, and garlic. And then, you know what? Why am I jipping? Why am I going light on these seasonings? Don't go light. Go good. Okay, there you go. And then it's Worcestershire. I forgot the mustard. Worcestershire? Worcestershire, somebody says. And then I'm gonna use these breadcrumbs first. This is about, see how there's, let me get some mustard. And this is great, just mix this up. I'm gonna have to add some more. Sometimes I do hot sauce and everybody likes that too. It just depends on the mood. But you just mix this up. I'm gonna have to add some of this stuff. Add some more. You want to make a nice patty. It smells so good. All right, little patties. Normally I put out a bunch of this, but I don't want to wash my hands 2 times, so I'm just going to make little patties and set them just like this to begin with. And then I'll get some more coating out in a minute. Very easy. Just add some seasonings. The original is just half a cup of breadcrumbs, an egg, paprika, salt, pepper, garlic, onion, mustard, and Worcestershire. That's it. It's delicious. Do it however. Sometimes I just add in hot sauce, and that's it for my seasonings. So, and a little bit of salt. But this is going to be good. So I've got, is this going to be way too hot? All right, we're going to fry us. This is the frying part I didn't like. Let me turn this on and put the chicken in here and let it cook. Turn the fan on. Got the fan blowing so it's not smelling like oil in here. These are good. I'm gonna put a lid on these. This will be for dinner tonight. I decided Greg really liked the Big Mac burgers I had yesterday, and I did too. I figured I would do like a Big Mac salad. So I've only got 2 patties left. So I thought, why don't I fry it 2 more so that way you can have either chicken or beef tonight. It doesn't matter. But then there's always something since you already got everything out. When you're frying up stuff, you might as well fry everything because there's grease everywhere. I'm like, ugh. So I've got the chicken patties done. Very delicious, smell great. This will be dinner with our little brioche buns, cheese, lettuce, pickle. I even have Chick-fil-A sauce. Steven said the Chick-fil-A sauce, I usually buy the Walmart version. I bought Aldi. I even thought the Aldi tasted a little more vinegary, not as good as Walmart, but that's okay. We have a huge bottle. I've got my burgers here, so I've got the burgers, and then I had my freezer, I saw on the bottom, I had sausage balls, and I'm like, oh, there's like, and that was from like months ago, freezer meal. So all I did is I kind of flattened them and made like crispy little, it's basically, this is, got the, like a baking mix, cheese and sausage in there, and cream cheese. So not bad, it'll just be something different to grab and eat. And then for dinner tonight, we're gonna have, I heated up the healthy pasta, remember this stuff? The real thick, that I call it good weight. It's new. It's the reason why I was at the discount store is because it's a little more chewier than regular pasta fettuccine. Not bad, just more like, you want to absorb some stuff in there. So what I'm doing, Miss Barbara got us the pasta sauce. So what I'm gonna do for dinner tonight, I'm gonna put this in here, and I'm just gonna add some spices to it. A little bit of probably like I know our meatballs, we add tomato sauce and chicken broth to it, and that makes a great flavor. So that's what I'm thinking to add to this. And then we'll have this will absorb with the chicken patty sandwich tonight. Easy day, dinner is complete. Okay, gotta come out and change my hose is ready. I did take the sprayer off just to make it go faster. All right, as long as the water is about 1.5 tiles from the top, I can even look in the this part right here, and I can tell that the water's up. But that's it. I'm just leaving it over the edge, just on putting the thing on, so if it drips, it does go in the pool. So done outside. Gorgeous, gorgeous day out here. Sun is shining. I feel like greasy in the house, so I'm ready to be done in the kitchen. Let's finish up the pasta here. So this has a jar of sauce, and then what I'm gonna do, did I add any? I don't think I did. I'm just gonna add it in here. Like I said, when I make our meatballs, it's literally chicken broth and tomato sauce, and it's so yummy. So I'm thinking that would make a good little mixture in here, a little sauce in here. And this will kind of absorb that liquid, and it will make them not so tough. You know what I mean? Because that's the healthier pasta is a little bit tougher. But this is gonna be great. That's actually a really good flavor. I just add a little salt, pepper, and garlic. Make sure, okay, that's it. That will absorb as it sits here. I got my little skewer here. We'll have this with the chicken. Right here, I wipe the whole stove off, get all the greasy stuff off. This will be tonight, and then there is burgers, if you want to have a burger, or you can have like a salad. Since I've got all the burger like veggies all cut up, I think I'll just do a little Big Mac salad like that. So, all right, I think I'm going to clean up my mess here, wipe the dishes. Kids are gonna come down and do chores, so we can do school. It's Friday. It's a great day to be done. Okay, so we're gonna do the kids are all down here, kind of grab breakfast, on to lunch, all those good things. So we're gonna go sit, those little patties, by the way, sausage ones are so good. They're actually really good. I had a couple, I'm like, those were delicious. We're gonna sit and get our video stuff, we're doing the Bible project with our school book, get that stuff done, read our Proverbs for the day. I think I'm reading for the day, and then talk about what they gotta finish up for the day and do, what the weekend's gonna entail, and life. All right, so been a busy couple hours here. We sat and did our school, got our video done. We are through the Old Testament, which is exciting. We watch the Bible Project, and then I have a book that goes with it. So we do questions, trivia, all that stuff, and then we'll have, next week we'll focus on, we're in the in-between from the old to the new, and we will work on memorizing books of the Bible, which some of the kids know. The other ones that don't, they just would have never went through a class where they would have had to have memorized, and I'm like, that's part of life. I said, so we're gonna go through and learn them. And I said, and it was funny because I think back in the day when the older ones would have memorized, like older, like maybe Jade and Brooklyn, I think that gave them like $1 for learning the books of the Bible. So I smiled and told Stephen, I said, I'll give you $1 for learning the books of the Bible. And he's like, Mom, $1? So I said, it's like the back in the day, you know, when you get like a penny for something that's worth money. I said, now $1 is like you can't even buy $1 at the dollar store anymore. So it's just kind of cute, but we'll learn that next week. So that'll be good. And then I went and got package from Amazon. One of my viewers, Susan, super sweet. She said to me, Amy, she goes, it's time to throw out your plastic cutting board. So I have these plastic cutting boards from
long time ago, I've had this one, and I believe I had a red one. I think Greg took the red one and used it for something in the garage, and so for like 3D printer or something. So I used the same ones as Wix. It was in the sink. It's time to pitch the plastic cutting boards. I have a wooden one that I use once in a while when I'm doing a lot of veggie prep because it has like the little tray that holds the food. I like it that way, but she said, time to get rid of the plastic, and I want you to get a stainless steel cutting board. And I was like, okay, I'll get one. So she had me get one. So what I got right here, look at this thing. This is great. Miss Barbara had gotten one for one of my kids, and it was a stainless steel board, like a titanium stainless steel. I'm like, that is pretty neat. And so this is the one that I got. Look at it. It's got the nice handle on it. And then look at this. So you can turn it, and you can actually have it stand up like wherever you want to store it. So me, I usually keep in the cupboard here, but this, I guess if you were to have it on your countertop, it holds it up, you know, that kind of thing. But this side is the stainless steel for cutting meats in that. And then this side would be, I think it's a wheat straw. It has a little grater right here. So if you had like a carrot, you had to grate, or a lime you wanted to zest, or a orange or anything, or lemon, not orange, a lemon you wanted to zest, you could do that. So this is going to replace my 2 plastic cutting boards. So thank you so very much. And then something else that she got, Brooklyn the other day was like, do we have a cheese grater? And I was like, cheese grater? I said, I do, but it's that big giant beast of an electric machine. Yes, remember that? I had one of my viewers got me one, and it was like the longer one, like a flat one. She got me one many years ago in the mountains, and then during the move it had broken, so I didn't have it. So I got the big giant machine. That it worked, but it's more, and then you can use the food processor. My new food processor by what is the Ninja, it doesn't have the cheese grater blade. I know you can get it with a cheese grater blade. I wish I would have paid attention when I bought it to make sure there's a cheese grater, but I didn't. So it kind of like just puts it in like little tiny balls. No big deal, it works. So I'll do that. But the big giant machine that I have, the one that's a beast of a machine, it's like a heavy duty, it chops you veggies real quick. You can throw cheese in there, kind of gets stuck, but it does go through. So I usually just do it all at once, just have a big giant mess, and you got all your cheese. Had the little cheese grater, you know, the handheld one, but it was never good. They have new updated ones, and I was like, you know what? Let's go old-fashioned cheese grater right here. The old-fashioned kind where you got a block of cheese and you can just grate it, because Brooklyn was wanting to do, so back to my story, she wanted to make food the other day, and her Maddie, she's like, do you have a cheese grater? And I was like, I don't. So they were literally just chopping it up. So now we have a cheese grater. So this will be good. And then also right here, I have that mandolin chopper for cucumbers. It's the only thing I chop on it. So to hold on to something that I just chop cucumbers on, kind of not worth it for me. So this will be good. It's even got a little, I think it's got a little container right here that will fill up. You can put on the bottom. So there we go. You can chop your cheese up. So you can do your cheese here, Brooklyn. So that was good. So thank you very much, Susan, for that. This is going to be an addition to our kitchen. So now I'm done. I'm done for the day. It's early. I'm going to take a break and go enjoy the sunshine outside for a little while. And we're just doing some chores around the house. Kids are finishing up school. Have to run Maddie to a friend's house. We got dinner is already done over there. Pasta and chicken sandwiches. Good Friday. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. Come back next week. We'll do some more life around here, and it'll be good. So, all right. I'll see ya. Bye.